Tonight's global brief: clear, concise, and ahead of the curve. From markets to climate and tech, we scan reliable sources so you don't have to. Your world, briefing ready.
Hello and welcome to World News. I'm Eve, your anchor in our global newsroom. In the next minutes, we'll bring you verified headlines from geopolitics, business, and technology, with clear context and concise takeaways. You'll learn what happened, why it matters, and what to watch next, without noise or speculation. Stay with us as we start at the desk with today's top stories, then zoom in on the trends shaping tomorrow. Let's begin.
So, Ukraine is right on the edge of joining the European Union. I mean, this is a dream that almost the entire continent is cheering for. But, just one objection is bringing the whole thing to a grinding halt. So let's break down this crazy diplomatic standoff and the high-stakes talks trying to fix it.
Okay, so picture this. You've got 26 EU countries all saying yes, giving Ukraine the green light for membership talks. This is a massive, truly historic moment. And then, bam, one country just slams on the brakes, stopping everything. The real question here is, what's the deal? Why?
All right, so first up, the European dream. Let's really get a handle on what's at stake for Ukraine here. This isn't just about politics, right? For them, it's this huge quest for what they call a European future, and almost everyone is on their side.
And that support, it's absolutely massive. Just think about that for a second. Pretty much every single member wants to get the ball rolling. And that's exactly what makes this one lone holdout so powerful, and the whole situation so dramatic.
Okay, so who is this roadblock? Let's talk about the Hungarian roadblock. Well, the one country with the veto power, the one stopping these talks dead in their tracks, it's Hungary. And yeah, that single no has kicked off a major diplomatic showdown in Brussels.
And this really gets to the heart of the whole conflict. You've got the EU over here saying, let's start these talks like yesterday. And then you have Hungary on the other side saying, whoa, hold on. Not until you deal with our concerns about the Hungarian minority living in Ukraine. It's a total classic diplomatic standoff.
So what are these concerns exactly? What is Hungary actually asking for? Well, on paper, it's all about language rights and making sure the ethnic Hungarian population in Ukraine is protected. But, you really can't look at this in a vacuum. There's a much bigger political picture here. I mean, Prime Minister Viktor Orban, he's often found common ground with Moscow, and taking this kind of stand against Ukraine joining the EU, well, it's a big part of his political playbook.
So, with the problem laid out so clearly, what's the plan? The EU isn't just sitting on its hands. It's time for building diplomatic bridges. They're actively out there trying to mend fences with what they're calling a goodwill mission right on the ground.
And, the EU's whole approach is summed up perfectly by this quote from its enlargement commissioner, Marta Koss, saying that minority cultures are an enrichment for the European Union. That's not just some feel-good line. It's a really smart, strategic message aimed at both Hungary and Ukraine. It basically reframes the whole thing. It's not a problem to be solved, but a core value that Europe stands for.
And look, this wasn't just talk. EU officials actually went there, to the region. They went to schools, they sat down, and they literally listened to students reading from Hungarian textbooks. I mean, that's a real hands-on act of engagement. And in return, Brussels made a solid promise. We will keep a very close eye on Ukraine's commitments to minority rights.
Okay, so where does all this leave us? Let's look at the path forward. Things are definitely still tense, no doubt about it. But there are some genuine signs of hope.
So here's a quick rundown of where we are right now. Yeah, tensions are still high. We're talking about some pretty sharp words being thrown around, even diplomats getting expelled. But here's the key thing. Ukraine has already passed reforms to try and address Hungary's concerns. And that shows you that the real solution here isn't about fighting, it's about talking. It's all about dialogue, patience, and respect.
And that really is the hopeful part, isn't it? Even with all this tension in the background, every single meeting, every small gesture of dialogue, it inches Ukraine just one step closer to that European future they're fighting for. It's just a powerful reminder that sometimes these massive geopolitical changes don't happen with a bang, but one patient step at a time.
And all of this leaves us with one last really big question to chew on. In the face of all this political conflict, with so much at stake, can these small steps, these little acts of dialogue, can they truly reshape the future of an entire continent?
That's your briefing from World News. I'm Eve. Before we go, a quick recap. Key decisions in policy and markets, signals from tech and security, and the human angles behind the numbers. For more depth and verified updates, follow my channel World News Eve and enable notifications. We'll be back soon at this desk with clear facts and practical context you can use. Until then, stay informed and stay kind. Like my video, leave your comments, and help me bring news to everyone. From me to all of us, be happy.